Welcome to MSG Presents. I'm your host with the most, the man with the plan, the Scottie Pippen of podcast pimping. So if you're new to the show, Characters from Corporate is our segment where people write into us or we talk to people face to face and they give us a scenario in corporate that they want our feedback on. Today's I had for a while, but I'm using it because we're talking about AI, so it's very relevant. So this one was I'm a Black Gen X male, and I'm a Wharton Business School grad. Wharton Business School. Now, if you all don't know this out there, like Wharton is sometimes the #1 business school. Okay, so this is a big deal. It's a Black man with the Wharton
big
pool.
Deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
He said he works as a management consultant in a global consulting firm. So he's probably at Accenture, Deloitte, one of those. He said everybody's acting like they've been using AI for years. I'm watching people use it to draft emails, summarize meetings, and all this different stuff, and even think through difficult conversations that they need to have with their bosses. What's throwing me off is not the technology itself, it's how fast people are depending on it to help or do their work. And then I've got coworkers who are talking about they've created AI agents that they're kind of talking to like they would talk to their wife or their therapist. It's like a wife, a therapist, and an executive coach all in one and an assistant. I know I'll likely start getting left behind in terms of ability to generate output against my coworkers, but I'm just not feeling AI like that because I don't think it should replace humans. Am I a character from corporate for thinking in this way? It's interesting still.
Well, it's kind of along the lines that my thought, right? It's like,
Okay.
yeah, y'all ain't taking a minute to just think through the problem without AI. I agree with him that there's a conversation about is it making us lazier mentally or thoughts, and I see where it's just going to be super easy. Just let the AI do it. Just hopefully, if that is the direction we're going in, then that opens up our mind to think about more serious issues or more complex issues that need to be solved. I don't think this guy is a character from corporate. I think the majority of people I think that is the way that we're going to go. And unfortunately, I think that more people are going to be relying on the technology, and I think honestly that there's going to be more division between humans. I went out to, shout out to the Family Den, 89th and Stony Island. I was at the Family Den last night, and to see the number of people who were on their phones, man, instead of admiring the atmosphere.
Wow. Yeah.
Having been out on a date, and my date is on their phone, most of the date, and I see it more and more.
Sure.
So my hope is that people will literally find time to put the phones down to interact and engage with other humans. But I do see that there's a wave of people who will be more connected to their technology as their wife, therapist, executive professional coach than to humans, than to each other.
Yeah.
It kind of saddens me a little bit.
It's very unfortunate. I had a lady that I was meeting with last week, and she was talking about how she created an agent on OpenClaw. The agent's name is Marcy, and she talks to Marcy more than she talks to her husband. And her husband has recognized this and called her out for it. But she prefers to talk to Marcy over her husband. Right, that's interesting.
What's now? Okay, that is interesting because I'm kind of feeling that a little bit. That's another conversation for another day. I'm kind of feeling that a little bit. If that means that her and her husband can still just have a great time and still be loving to each other and still enjoy life, or does the husband feel like that's some form of infidelity?
Mm-hmm. That's something new to think about. Is it infidelity when you're going that deep with AI? Yeah.
Because I've been called out for it being infidelity when I'm liking on a woman's pictures.
Sure.
The thought of being with the number woman is infidelity, or if I'm being too intimate in conversations, sharing things that's infidelity. And so is this, and I'm sure people, oh no, that's not infidelity. This is okay. Well, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
Key word through intimacy. If you
Intimacy,
got more intimacy with the machine than your mate, that's a problem. I would imagine it is. I haven't been in that situation yet. I'm sure I will be, but that seems like it'd be a problem.
Well, this is what I see. This is the direction I see people going. It's like these humans will let me down. This Claude won't let me. Chat won't let me down. Chat will talk to me talk to me nice, chat. You know what I mean?
Talk to me when I want to talk. Right, 24/7. Yeah.
And agree with me.
Yep.
And agree with me. Don't disagree with me. Build me up. Give me those words of affirmation. Oh my gosh, people. I want to hear your thoughts about this conversation in the chat. Let me know what y'all thinking about this. This was so interesting.
Hype me up. I mean, I think it has its place, right? You have them days where you need that. You know what I mean? Tell me I'm that dude. I got to go to a meeting in a minute. I need to hear it. You got all the background information on what I've done. Tell me I'm that dude before I go to this meeting. I really need this chat. Hey, that might be very helpful. You know what I mean? You might not be able to do that nowhere else.
For some people, I bet that's it's neat. Okay.
Yeah.
No diss to those people who need that. I'm not going to diss you. I'm not. Because not everybody is able to get that for themselves or from their circle of influence around them. So if that's what you need to feel good about yourself, to build yourself up, go for it. Go for it. Because it's a competitive world out here. So absolutely go for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And maybe you need it right at that moment. So maybe your partner will do it right there in the meeting. You're not available. So, okay. So this has been a great conversation. I hope you all have enjoyed it as much as we have. This is season 8, episode 52. What's your relationship with AI? This is Eric signing off. Big Stu. We will see you all in the next episode. Until then, peace.
Peace. Peace.
Before we close today's episode, a quick heads up. This show isn't just about talk. It's about movement for those building a legacy. It's about helping people heal from the past and level up in life. Real conversations that matter. If you're vibing with the message, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with somebody that needs to hear it. Peace.